Take care, Mr. Phillips. Long ride coming in from Tucson.
Sure thing, Marshal. You get a conviction on them outlaws?
In Yuma prison long before we headed for home.
They was bad, them two. Old Roscoe sure looks tuckered, Mr. Gibbs.
He is tuckered. Cool him out before you feed him, will you?
Sure will.
Know something? He babies that mule more than you do yourself. Now, you can trust Roscoe with him.
Why, I'd depend a whole lot on Roscoe. If he is to get sick, then what?
Oh, I'd hate to even think about it.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Dameron, those cowboy friends of yours were convicted. I'd be happy to give a report for your newspaper.
I'm not interested, Up. Those cowboys were innocent. And you persecuted half this town at one time or another.
Jailing outlaws ain't exactly persecuting. It's just too bad we can't fix editors for telling lies in their newspapers.
I've had about all I want from you, Gibbs. Your turn is coming.
If you try anything with me, Dameron, I'll squash you like a sow bug. I ain't polite like Wyatt is.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
There were two newspapers in Tombstone. Mayor John P. Clum's paper supported Wyatt Earp, but the Nugget in the frontier days of 1881 was controlled by Wyatt's enemies, the 10% ring, Sheriff Bean, and the Clanton Outlaws, who used the paper to discredit Wyatt Earp.
Come on out there before I... Jake, hold on. Look out. Jake, will you quit kidding? Jake, will you... Look out. Jake, you consarn mule.
Oh, no, not that mule again.
He's been acting up again down at number 3 drift, kicking and a-biting. The men don't want to bother with him no more. It's just too risky. We better put a twist on her nose.
There's no use wasting any more time with him. Take the harness off him and turn him loose.
Don't do that, please, Mr. Morgan.
Please, what, Ollie?
I'll give you $2 for him.
What do you want him for, boy?
Well, me and Pa can use him for prospecting.
Ah, no. That mule's no good.
Me and Pa can handle him. Here's the $2 I got saved up.
He'd hurt you, boy.
No, he won't. Honest. And Pa needs him, Mr. Morgan.
All right. But if you're lying, you know what your pa'll do to you. It's happened before.
Why, sure. Then can I have Jake?
You can have him. But you take that mule straight home, and don't you go near him till your pa gets back.
Why, sure. I know Jake. He's awful mean. Here's the $2.
Now remember your promise, Ollie. You let your pa handle Jake.
Yes, sir, Mr. Morgan. And thanks. Come on, Jake.
Ollie can tell more lies than any 2 kids in town. Why, I wouldn't trust him any further than I would that mule.
I know, but somehow a bad boy never gets hurt. His old man isn't a bad sort. If he can handle Jake, we've done him a favor.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Jake, come back, Jake! Jake, come back, Jake! Oh, my leg. Papa whipped me for this. He'll kill me. It's bleeding awful. Mr. Phillips, help, Mr. Phillips!
Ollie, what's wrong?
Roscoe, he kicked me.
He what?
He sure enough did. I think my leg's busted.
Will you stay right here? I'll get Dr. Goodfellow.
Oh! Is it gonna be all right, Doc? Is it gonna be all right?
It's gonna be all right, Ollie. It's gonna be all right.
It hurts.
Mr. Phillips said it was Roscoe that kicked him.
Well, some animal kicked him. He's got a cracked shin bone.
It was Roscoe, your mule.
Did you twist his tail?
No, I didn't. I just went to the stall to borrow a piece of rope. Then he kicked me.
Well, that don't sound like Roscoe.
No, it doesn't. You sure, son?
Well, I don't know who kicked me, don't I?
Now, hold on, Ollie. Hold on. You can argue about this after I get a cast on his leg.
Well, it was Roscoe.
You got no right to accuse my mule,
Later,
boy.
Mr. Gibbs, you go back on patrol.
Well, all right. But Roscoe don't never kick without a good reason.
Doc, I'll give you a hand with that cast.
Yeah, the plaster of Paris is in the cabinet. She's got a bad cut here. We're going to have to work around it.
Am I going to die of blood poisoning?
No, Ollie, you're not going to die of anything. Now, lie down.
Mr. Herb?
Yeah?
If I'm unconscious when my pop comes home, will you explain to him just how it happened?
I'll explain to him the way you say it happened.
Hand me that can of ether, will you, Ryan?
Ether? What's that for?
Now, never mind, Ollie. It won't hurt a bit. You won't feel a thing.
Mr. Woods, hold the paper and come in here.
What's up, Mr. Derman?
Shotgun Gibbs' mule just kicked Ollie Burton and broke his leg. Take this down.
Yes, sir.
The mule, ridden by Chief Deputy Gibbs, is a vicious and dangerous animal. Today, Ollie Burton, a child, was almost killed, but instead is crippled for life. We demand that Marshal Wyatt Earp take immediate action. Now, put that in a 2-column box on the front page and use this headline. Earp's deputy responsible for crippling child.
Well, Ollie ain't crippled, and we only got his word for it that Roscoe done it.
Calm down, will you?
Well, I'm gonna go over there and fix that nugget editor right now.
Mr. Gibbs. Look, this is just the kind of reporting that Mr. Clum likes to catch the nugget printing. Mr. Clum is going to fix him in his paper.
Mr. Clum? Well, how do you think Roscoe feels about it?
Mr. Gibbs, Roscoe is a mule, and he doesn't read newspapers.
But he'll know it if folks is turned against him.
Well, beating up on Dameron isn't going to change anything.
Oh, that drunken fool has done it again. He's stuck his chin way out this time.
Mr. Gibbs is mighty upset.
I darn sure am.
Well, you've got every reason to be, Mr. Gibbs. Oh, I got a complete statement from Dr. Goodfellow on the extent of the injuries that Ollie Burton suffered. Crippled child, indeed. Why, that boy's no more than a tough little hoodlum. I wouldn't believe him on an oath.
And why do you say that?
Why, you know that boy's a hoodlum.
No, I don't. He acts more scared than he does tough. He hasn't got a mother. His father's hardly ever home, and when he is, he treats him too rough.
Not rough enough, you mean. Mr. Gibbs, what I want from you is a statement denying that Roscoe is vicious.
Vicious? Why, that mule's so gentle he's sickening.
Well, he works as a water boy out at the Tough Nut Mine. I'll take a ride out there in the morning, talk to the foreman.
Fine, but my paper goes to press at midnight, Wyatt. As soon as I can get on the street, I'm going to be calling Dameron a liar and a fool.
You want my statement about Roscoe's character?
You go right ahead, Mr. Gibbs.
Wilson, ever since I knowed that mule, he's had a heart of pure gold.
Mr. Woods! Mr. Woods!
Yes, sir.
Listen to this. I'll read you. We have caught the nugget lying again. This happens so often that the readers of this paper may question its value as news. But Dameron has attacked an innocent mule. This is a new law, even for the nugget. There is deliberate lying slander in every sentence of the nugget story. All right. The nugget is going to demand that Gibbs' mule be destroyed. Forthwith. Take this down.
And the mule came back here, huh?
Yeah, I figured he was too much for that boy to handle.
Well, did you warn Ollie about it?
Sure, I warned him. I wouldn't have sold him the animal in the first place. Only he told me his dad was coming home and that he could use him. We sold Jake to a saddle tramp this morning.
Well, if your miners couldn't handle him, you did the right thing.
Well, I wasn't there, of course. So I can't swear to it, but I feel certain that Jake is the mule that kicked him.
I think you're right. By the way, what did Jake look like?
Just a mean-eyed, lop-eared, black mule.
Well, thanks, Mr. Morgan. I appreciate it.
So long, Marshal.
Howdy, Mayor Clum.
Oh, hello, Shotgun. You seen the nugget today?
Nope. What does it say?
Better take a look. Mr. Dameron wants your mule killed.
Oh, he does he? Well, if that don't beat all I ever seen. Any of you men here figuring on killing Roscoe?
Oh,
No, Roscoe.
Well, I thank you kindly. Come on, Roscoe.
You get out of here. Both of you.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Dameron. Me and Roscoe just come to have a little chat with you.
I don't want to chat with you. Not with either one of you.
Well, we want to talk to you, though. I just want to introduce you to my mule over here. Roscoe, this here is Mr. Dameron.
Look, you let go of me.
The fella that wrote all them lies about you in this newspaper.
Look, you get me away from this mule.
He ain't gonna kick you. See?
Help!
You
Help!
don't need no help.
Mr. Let go of me. Well, don't stand there. Do something. I'll put you in jail for this. I'll sue you.
Well, you sue your head off. But don't you put no more dirty lies in that newspaper of yours about Roscoe. Things ought to be a mite different now, Roscoe.
Mr. Gibbs, what were you doing in there with Roscoe?
Well, sir, I'll tell you just how it happened.
Marshal, I want this man arrested. He beat up my printers and wrecked my property.
Is that true?
Well, yeah.
Let's take a little trip over to the jail.
All right, sir. Well, he's demanding in his newspaper that folks around here kill Roscoe. Got me a mite riled.
So you have to go and do exactly what I asked you not to.
Well, they ain't gonna hang Roscoe.
No? Well, I'll tell you what you've done. I was out talking to Mr. Morgan at the Tough Nut Mine. He sold Ollie a bad-acting mule yesterday. And he thinks it was that mule that broke the boy's leg.
I knowed it wasn't Roscoe. I told you he's innocent all the time.
Yes, you did. Sure you did. And everything would have been all right, but you have to go and lose your temper and give Dameron something to really sink his teeth into. You go and attack him, you and your mule.
Mr. Gibbs. Great work, sir. Great work. I want a full account.
You're a big help, too.
I know what's the matter with you, why? Dameron had it coming to him, and from all I hear, why, Mr. Gibbs, you did a pretty good job, boy. I'm proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you.
Well, Wyatt ain't. He thinks I done wrong.
Because now we have to try and find the other mule. Maybe you'd like to put up bond for Mr. Gibbs, $25.
I'll be glad to, Wyatt. $25. What are the mules?
The guilty one. Thanks to your editorials and Shotgun's temper, Dameron can magnify this into a major attack. Now we have to stop our really important work to try and prove that a mule by the name of Roscoe didn't kick Ollie and a mule by the name of Jake did.
You think you can prove it?
Maybe. If we get Ollie to tell the truth, it might save us a trip after Jake. didn't buy that mule from Mr. Morgan.
No, I didn't.
He says you did.
Well, him and those miners are always playing jokes.
And you don't know anything about Jake?
No, I don't. All I know is Roscoe kicked me and my leg hurts. Can't you leave me alone?
Land's sake, Marshal, quit pestering the boy.
My pop will be home tonight, maybe. He'd glare at me good if I did anything without him saying so. I couldn't buy no mule of my own.
We're wasting our time, Wyatt.
Good day, man. I'm sure the boy's telling a lie. We'll have to try and find that mule.
You doing this just to clear Roscoe's name, Wyatt?
No, it's important to expose the nugget to the town. When a boy tells a lie, it can cause trouble. But when a newspaper tells a lie, it can cause more than trouble. People are liable to find the paper 100 years from now and believe it.
Howdy, Mr. Morgan.
Howdy, Marshal.
We're going after that mule you sold at that saddle camp this morning.
Well, he's got about a 3 to 4 hour start on you.
Which way was he heading?
He was heading south on the border trail.
Thank you.
Trail's still fresh. Passed by here about an hour ago.
We'd like to find him before sundown.
Ow, that stinks.
Well, it's better than having an infection in that cut.
Oh, look, Ollie, here's your paw.
What's the matter with Ollie? Got kicked by a mule.
It was Mr. Shotgun Gibbs' mule, Pop. He broke my leg.
Oh, he did he? We're not sure of that, Burton.
Oh, he's just trying to make excuses for Roscoe, Pop. He attacked me.
Yes, everybody's read about it. It's all in the Nugget.
Mr. Dameron is an alcoholic liar, and his newspaper is worse. Now, the boy's going to be all right.
Why are you sticking up for Gibbs and his mule?
Roscoe attacked me on purpose, Pop.
That'll do. If you want my advice, you let the matter drop.
Well, now, his leg's broke, ain't it? And he's my boy, ain't he?
Yes, and next to Dameron, he tells the biggest whoppers in Tombstone. I'll look in on Ollie tomorrow. Good day, sir.
I'll get the paper and you can read it for yourself.
You telling me the truth, boy?
Why, Pop? Cross my heart and hope to die. Oh, I don't have nothing against Mr. Gibbs. Only his mean old mule Roscoe.
Here's the Nugget, Zach. If it's in the paper, I reckon it must be so, just like Ollie tells it.
Let me see what Dameron says. Oh, much obliged for taking care of the boy, Martha. Right neighborly.
Does it hurt much, son?
Oh, a lot.
Oh, Wyatt, this the mule?
Yeah. Broke loose, headed back to the mine. That's where we picked him up.
Watch yourself, boys. That mule's the kicker and the biter.
Well, I've really got Dameron nailed to the barn door this time. Wyatt, you should have been a newspaper man. I state that Roscoe's innocent, and you go out and bring in the real culprit. Now, that's good reporting.
Oh, wait a minute. We haven't got a confession from Ollie yet, and you're sure not going to get one from that mule.
What'd you say this animal's name was?
Jake.
Jake, huh?
Yeah, Mr. Morgan at the mine said that he sold him to Ollie with a warning that he was vicious.
Well, I'm going to have a woodcut made of Jake and print it on the front page. Oh, I'd love to see Dameron's skin out of this. You know the whole town's going to be laughing at him.
Well, I wish you'd turn to something else, at least until the boy's father gets back and we get the truth out of him.
Well, that's a lot of nonsense, Wyatt. We don't need anything from Ollie. The facts speak for themselves. Now, if you gentlemen excuse me, I'm going to write an editorial.
Come on, let's get Jake over to the OK Corral.
Well, what's fidgeting you? You done cleared Roscoe's name, ain't we?
Mr. Clum never knows when to quit.
Well, Roscoe ought to have the whole truth printed about him.
Mr. Gibbs, I have told you that Roscoe doesn't give a hang about what the Nugget says about him. A mule is libel proof. You can't slander a mule.
Well, Roscoe has feelings.
All right. All right, then. Roscoe has helped save American journalism. The Nugget hangs its head in shame. That make you happy? Come on, Jake.
Yeah, you hear that, Roscoe? You've done whooped the nugget. Now. Just don't go getting uppity and big-headed about it. Just mind your manners.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, Wyatt?
We found that mule that really kicked Ollie.
Well, you better tell Zach Burton that.
Is he back?
He is, and I didn't like his attitude.
Why, what do you have to say?
Well, nothing yet, but he's righteous about things at the wrong times, and he's just gullible enough to believe everything he reads in print. You better have a talk with him, Wyatt.
Yes, sir, I'll do that. Thanks.
All right.
Shoot Roscoe, Pop?
The Nugget says he's vicious and should be destroyed. I reckon that's my job. I'm your pa. What you doing here, boy? You'll bust that leg all over again.
It wasn't Roscoe that done it, Pop. I told a whopper. A mule named Jake done it.
Oh, sure.
Please, Pop, you gotta believe me. It ain't fair to kill Roscoe for something that Jake done. I was scared to tell you about Jake, Pop, but don't kill Roscoe. He didn't do it.
Get back, boy, back.
Don't shoot, Pop. Please don't shoot.
Zach, put down that rifle.
That mule's got to be killed, Marshal.
I said put down that rifle.
I just heard Ollie tell you that Roscoe didn't kick and break his leg.
Well, don't pay him no mind. The paper said that Roscoe done it. Don't you think I can read?
You see what happens, Ollie? You tell a lie and get the whole town believing it. Now you want to tell the truth and nobody will believe you.
I don't care if you wallow me, Pop. Roscoe didn't do it.
Well, what about the newspaper?
They made up all that stuff themselves. Isn't that right, Ollie?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Burton, your boy told a lie, and the whole town's up in arms about it. That's only a mule, but if you'd have killed Roscoe, you'd have started something bigger that nobody could have stopped.
I didn't mean to cause that much trouble.
You get home.
Do I get a licking?
You get what you got coming. Now get!
Go on, eat your supper, Roscoe.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Dr. George Goodfellow was a Civil War surgeon and a leading citizen of Tombstone. Unfortunately for Wyatt, the doctor was a man of medicine first and a law enforcer second. Although his code and Wyatt's seldom clashed, there was one time when they did.
Doctor? Tinkham Brown and his men are wanted for a mail robbery. You know him?
Yes, I know him.
He ever been a patient of yours?
Oh, probably.
Now, Tinkham or one of his men were hit during the holdup of that stage. Now, if the man was hurt bad enough, he may send for you.
I'm the only surgeon within 50 miles. He probably will.
I don't suppose that if he does send for you, that you'd tell me about it, would you?
Wyatt, you know medical ethics. You know that I honor them. Wouldn't be alive if I didn't. That's beside the point. The day may come when a doctor's forced to reveal information about his patients, but my code forbids it now.
I know that. But my code has rules, too. Now, if they do send for you, I'm going to have to trail you.
You're an officer of the law. That's your duty. My duty is to help sick people.
Tinkham Brown's got a pretty rough bunch of boys. He may think that you told me to follow you.
Wyatt, it's late. I want to finish these case histories. Would you mind clearing out?
All right. You, realize that you could be killed?
I lived through the Civil War. Could have been killed in a dozen battles. And 50 times since.
Doc's coming, boss.
Anyone on his trail?
Just him and Swanee.
I knew I could trust the doc. Don't hem around. Talk right out, Doc.
The bullet went through your chest, lodged against your spine.
All right. Take it out.
I'm not that good a surgeon.
You're the best there is, Doc.
Nah, just talk. What do you know about surgery? From the paralysis in your legs, I'd say that the bullet's pressing on the spinal cord. If I go in there, one slip of the knife could kill you.
Then it'd be a slip of the trigger, Doc.
Put that thing away.
Doc's my friend, Swanee. You know I got no choice, Doc. Man might as well be dead as paralyzed.
Well, I've told you part of the truth. Now I'm going to tell you the rest of it. Wyatt Earp talked to me about you last night. I think he's followed me here.
That John Law.
That's all right, boss. We'll take care of him.
You'll do nothing of the kind. Now, just a minute. I'm going to need Earp for this. If he's brought Holiday, I can use him, too.
But the operating? They wouldn't help me, Doc.
And they ain't gonna arrest us.
It's your only hope. Now, it's my job to save your life. Earp doesn't want you dead. You'd be no use to him that way. Now, do you want me to talk to him? Or do you want to finish up like a dog with a broken back?
You mean this one's on the house? No shooting on either side?
That's what I mean.
All right. See what you can do, Doc. You boys do what he tells you.
Just over the ridge up there, White. We're gonna have to leave these horses down here and walk up, else they'll hear us.
No, I don't want to go up there yet. Wait until Dr. Goodfellow leaves. I don't want him catching a bullet for his trouble.
Maybe they done already killed Goodfellow.
Serve 'em right if they had. It's foolish that he'd have such a regard for Hoolham's life. I always figured him to be a coal man.
I've heard people say that you're the one that's heartless, Doc.
I am.
That ain't the way them Texas folks tell it. They tell me you rode 100 miles once to operate on a man's jawbone.
I was to win a bet. The man had such a bad necrosis, and the local MD backed out, and the bets were so high that somebody's coming.
That's the doctor.
Hello, Wyatt. You steady? Hold out your hand.
My hand's as steady as yours. Did your patient die?
No. But it's a difficult situation. I have to explain. Brown's agreed to a truce. The bullet's lodged against the spine, but there may be a chance with Holiday to hold retractors, and you, Wyatt, to manage the ether. Well, we better get on up there.
Doctor?
Yeah?
What happens afterward?
Oh, they go on to a new camp, and you start hunting them again.
We ought to take them right now.
Nonsense. Brown's in bad shape. You passing out the death sentence for mail robbery these days, Wyatt?
No, sir. What do you think, Doc?
The operation sounds interesting. But you better not let Wells Fargo know you agreed to anything like this.
Gentlemen, every minute counts. Walk along with me, Holiday, so I can explain what I'm going to do.
Come on.
There's the bullet.
Yes. How's the pulse?
Pretty good.
Well, we'll pull the slug. Use a clean sponge, Holiday. Be ready with the clamp. There it is.
Is he gonna make it, Doc?
Can't tell for a couple of days. Keep him right where he is. Give him laudanum to keep him quiet. If he starts fever, send for me.
What about Earp?
The marshal agreed to a truce. He'll keep it.
That's right.
For how long?
Until Dr. Goodfellow says he can travel. And if you boys don't come into Tombstone, I'm going to come after you again.
You'll come in if you got any sense.
Oh, quit the gab. Mr. Brown is my patient. After he recovers or dies, I have no further interest in the matter. It's up to him to decide, if he lives, whether or not he wants to remain a fugitive. You did a pretty good job, Holiday.
I wish they'd let us take him up to the hospital so you can keep your eye on it.
Oh, no. No, you Johnny Laws are going to push along.
Holster that gun. I said I don't want him moved at all, not even to the hospital. I expect you to thank Marshal Earp for what he's done. But if there's any more of this behavior, I'll not see Brown again. Come along, Wyatt.
Here you are, Doc.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Will Brown make it?
Well, he has a chance.
Wells Fargo says that he got away with $15,000 in that mail robbery.
Probably. Good surgical problem. I learned quite a bit. Yes, sir, quite a bit. See you later, Wyatt.
White, they ain't gonna stick with Tinkham. If it was me, I'd go back and get some more boys, come up here and smoke them out.
I can't do that. Not yet.
Gibbs, you got the soul of a bloodhound. While surgical history is being made, all you can think of is capturing those mail robbers.
Hey, Doc. Is that operation that unusual?
This good fella's a genius. Well, that bullet was impinged on his spinal column with bone splinters all around. If Brown lives, Johns Hopkins should publish a paper on it.
Huh. Well, a lot of good that'll do with White trying to explain this here to Wells Fargo.
Let's stop jawing about it. Get back to town.
You lost him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Tinkham Brown was wounded. The gang sent for Dr. Goodfellow.
Didn't you tail him?
I said we tailed him. Doctor had to operate in order to save his life.
Why didn't you pick up the others?
Because Dr. Goodfellow pledged us to a truce. We had to help with the surgery.
A truce with mail robbers? Oh, now, Wyatt. I'll round up a posse.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Thacker. This is a personal thing with me. When Dr. Goodfellow told me how bad Brown was hit, I just couldn't sentence the man to death. I'm not the judge and jury, you know.
All right, Wyatt. But we've got the job to finish. Just tell me where Brown is. We'll pick him up.
I can't do that either.
Why not?
Because Dr. Goodfellow's a friend of mine. Brown is his patient. Now, the way the doctor sees it, I had to trail him. You know, that was my job. But I'd be violating his medical ethics if I sent a posse out there after Brown before he was well enough to travel.
Medical ethics? Tinkham Brown is a hoodlum. Do you realize what San Francisco would do if I sent this report in?
Look, I don't belong to Wells Fargo.
You're a deputy United States Marshal. It was your duty.
And I'll get Brown and his men, I promise you that.
When?
As soon as Dr. Goodfellow discharges him. A week or so.
Does Dr. Goodfellow realize that he's risking his life fooling around with a bunch of outlaws?
Yeah, he realizes it. He takes a chance in his life every time he goes out on the trail to help a sick cowboy.
Are you keeping a guard on him?
Day and night.
All right, Wyatt. I won't report to San Francisco yet.
Thank you. I'll, see if I can get a bulletin from Doc. See you later.
How you feeling, boss?
Rocky. But I can move my legs a little.
Doc Goodfellow says you should lay still.
Earp and his crowd, are you sure they left?
Swanee tailed him halfway back to Tombstone.
I don't trust Earp. We gotta move from here. Deeper into the mountains.
Sure, in 3 days, Doc said.
Not 3 days, tonight.
Doc said 3 days if you ain't got no fever.
It ain't Doc's business. You pack me on a horse stretcher and we'll go.
Hey, Swanee, come over here and talk some sense to the boss. He wants to move.
You must be out of your mind, Tinkham. That bullet almost broke your backbone. I saw it.
Doc taking the bullet out, didn't he?
Yes, but...
Quit arguing. I know how I feel. And I don't aim to spend 10 years in federal prison.
All right, you take it easy. I'll ride into town if the doc says it's all right.
No, we're moving at sundown. I got a hunch, boys. I smell Wyatt Earp and a posse.
Well, it's your backbone. You can take it, I guess we can.
What? One of them Tinkham Brown men just come for Doc Goodfellow.
Has the doc left yet?
No, he's still got some patients to see.
Where's the Tinkham man?
Sitting on the front porch.
All right, I'll try and sneak around the back way. Have a little talk with Dr. Goodfellow. Evening, Doctor.
Well, you have quite a spy system.
Mr. Gibbs said that he saw one of the Tinkham Brown boys out front.
Brown started a fever. I'll have to go.
What if he dies? They'll blame you for it.
No, I've been blamed before.
Real bad bunch, Doctor.
I'm not interested in their morals. Brown's feverish, post-surgical. If his name was Smith, I'd still go.
I don't like it. I'm sorry, Doctor, but I'll have to trail you again.
That could really get me in trouble, you know.
Doctor, I played it your way this morning. Now, Brown had his chance. If something does go wrong, you'll be much safer if you have guns covering you.
I will consider it unwarranted interference.
Just the same, you may need help. We'll try to be there.
You move.
What's his idea, Doc?
The man disobeyed my orders. I'm off the case.
No, he ain't. Throw that gun away. You won't need it.
Brown's a fool. Didn't you tell him he wasn't to be moved?
Yeah, but he's the boss.
In a matter of medicine, I'm the boss. Doctor's orders are to be followed absolutely.
Keep your shirt on, Doc. We got quite a ride up the mountain. Move.
No light up there. Something wrong.
You reckon they've moved Tinkham?
If they did, he's dead or dying.
Well, there's one way to find out. Come on. Dr. Goodfellow's gun. It'll be daylight. Soon we'll trail him. Here.
My legs feel numb, Doc.
Well, why shouldn't they? I left strict orders you weren't to be moved.
I had to. I was scared of her, Doc.
You don't trust anyone. Here, swallow some of this.
What is it?
Whiskey. Now, drink it.
You reckon Tinkham's gonna make it?
I don't know. Both his legs are paralyzed. Where's the money?
He's laying on it.
I'm gonna find out how bad he really is.
Looks like they circle around those rocks. One up there.
Yeah. Cave country, White.
Sometimes there's a back way in. Let's tie off. Bring that canteen.
Done for, ain't I, Doc?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Have you lived for another 30 years?
You docs, you always play it close. But that numb feeling, it's come up higher.
Now, don't try to talk. I'm going to pinch your belly if you feel it nod.
You tell the boys he ain't gonna pull through. We're getting out.
Doc, my gun. Take it. I'm laying on the money, Doc. Pay yourself off.
Thank you, no.
Look, Doc, we know he ain't gonna make it. Now you stand back.
Leave him alone.
That's some money. Take it.
All right, Doc?
Yeah, I'm all right, Wyatt. Swanee broke his spinal cord trying to get at the money.
Where do you keep this money hidden?
He was lying on it. Now, come on, Holliday. More work to do.
What do you mean, work?
Well, you didn't kill them all, did you? Bring the kit, will you, Holliday?
All right.
There. That should do it for now. Interesting gunshot wounds, all of them.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to let nature take its course, would you, Doctor?
No, Holliday, I wouldn't. Wyatt, send in a tombstone for a wagon. I'll do my surgery at the hospital.
All right, sir. I'll send Mr. Gibbs.
I couldn't save Brown. He wouldn't obey orders. All that jarring around when they moved him. But I think I can save the one I had to shoot.
What for? So they can serve 10 years in prison?
No, Holliday, for what I can learn. Now, there's another challenging case. 45 slug through the left lumbar. I managed to plug the points of entrance and exit just in time.
Dr. Goodfellow?
Yeah?
Mr. Thacker thinks we ought to go after those two men that got away. I can't spare Gibbs.
Can't spare? Wyatt, I've got 4 patients in need of surgery. What are 2 escaped hoodlums compared to getting these men hospitalized as soon as possible? Their lives ought to be your concern, and Thacker's, too.
All right, I'll send Mr. Gibbs in after the wagon. Well, Doc, you better stay here in case Dr. Goodfellow needs you. You look like you can use some rest.
Yes, Wyatt. I'm a mite tired. A mite tired.
Marshal.
Yes, sir?
I suppose you think I handled the whole affair badly.
No, sir, you did your job and I did mine. Next time, don't you count on help coming in the nick of time. I just may be on the wrong side of the mountain.
But you do see my position, don't you?
Dr. Goodfellow, nobody understands a surgeon except another surgeon. All the hoodlums dead and wounded aren't worth the life that you risked. But you'll go on risking it. And I wish you luck.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Friends as well as critics of Marshal Wyatt Earp were agreed on one point. His abhorrence of shooting to kill gave his enemies in Tombstone an unfair advantage. While it required more speed and courage to buffalo a hoodlum, gunfighters traded on the known fact that Marshal Wyatt Earp would only wound them. But the appearance of Gringo Hawkby brought Wyatt closer to the point of killing as the only way to preserve his own life.
Come in. What, Emma Clanton?
I have to talk to some woman, Miss Nellie. Could I talk to you?
Well, of course, Emma. Come on over here and sit down.
Papa wants me to marry Gringo Hawkby.
Hawkby, the rustler? He owns that big spread along the Mexican border, doesn't he? Why would your father pick him?
Well, they're partners in some things.
Oh. And you don't like Hawkby?
I despise it.
Well, have you told him that, or your father?
I told Papa. He just said I was being too choosy.
What about Hawkby?
Well, we haven't had a showdown yet. I'm afraid of causing trouble between him and Papa. Papa likes you, Miss Nellie. I thought maybe you'd talk to him.
I don't know, Emma. I don't want to cause any more trouble.
He really respects you. He'd listen to you.
Well, all right. If you think I can help, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Miss Nellie. Thank you very much.
So I promised her that I'd have a talk with her father. But first, Wyatt, I want to get some advice from you. Now, the Clantons are pretty violent people. Would I just be making things worse for her?
I don't know, Miss Nellie.
Emma and I aren't exactly what you'd call bosom friends. As a matter of fact, you get along with her better than I do.
Well, I've always sympathized with Miss Emma. She's the closest thing to a conscience in that whole family. At least she's tried to keep old man Clanton and the boys halfway in line. But this is a family row. Clanton's bound to resent any advice from me, whereas he might take it from you.
I guess you're right, Wyatt. I can't wash my hands of it. Hawkby is a criminal, and she shouldn't be forced into marrying him.
I don't think it would do any harm for you to talk to Clanton. Besides, a pretty woman can say things that a man would get shot for. And I wish you luck.
Thank you, Wyatt. And I promise you won't get shot. I won't even mention your name.
No, that'd blow the whole thing sky high. Now, you just go on out there and, well, say what you think you have to say, and then let it drop, huh?
I'll see you later.
Let them get closer. I don't want any prisoners or any wounded left to talk.
You're the boss.
Keep shooting.
Gringo?
Yeah?
Look here. Silver.
Yeah. Silver and pretty clothes. You sure picked the right wagon, boys. Don Jose must have ordered this from San Francisco.
That's mighty pretty, but, you think that'll fit Miss Emma?
Oh, no. She can put in some nips and tucks. Hey, keep your hands off in that silver. There's a present from me to old man Clanton.
Hello, Mr. Clanton.
Nellie Cashman, why, I feel right honored. You know, I wish I could feel 20 years younger.
You been ailing, Mr. Clanton?
Well, no, nothing particular, just age.
Oh, come on now. I was just thinking Em had better be here to chaperone us.
Oh, Miss Nellie. Em will be in from the corral pretty soon. Come right on in.
How you been?
Oh, well, not. Can't complain too much.
And Emma didn't have too much to say. She never does, you know. But I gathered what she has in mind is staying here with you instead of getting married.
Well, I ain't gonna live forever, Miss Nellie. Em has got to have a man to take care of her.
But she's not in love with Hawkby.
Love? Well, that gal won't give herself a chance. She holds that boy off with a 10-foot pole.
I realize it's a family matter, Mr. Clanton. I don't want to butt in. I only came out here because Emma seemed so upset.
No, I'll tell you something about it. You see, young Hawkby and I are, we're sort of mixed up together in business, you know. Now, this boy is real smart. He ain't afraid of nothing. While my Ike is a kind of a coward. And Finn, he don't think too sharp.
Well, you've still got Billy.
Yeah, he was my last hope. But he turned wild. He drinks too much. He's trigger happy. So if a man's own sons can't take over a big spread, why, he better be looking for himself a good son-in-law. Whoa up, Em. We got some talking to do.
Yes, sir.
Emma, your dad and I have been talking about you.
I asked Miss Nellie to talk to you.
I ain't forcing you to take young Hawkby. All I said to him was I'd feel easier in my mind.
I'd like to pick my own husband, Papa.
That sounds reasonable enough.
Oh, sure it does, yeah. And the only man should look twice, that's that John Law, that Wyatt Earp.
That's not fair. I don't even like Mr. Earp. The only time I've ever spoken to him was when Papa had some business for us to discuss.
Emma, all right, Miss Nellie, I put it to you straight.
Papa!
Hush up. You seen the two of them together. Is she sweet on him or ain't she?
Well, that's ridiculous. Emma's too loyal to you. Well, she couldn't like somebody you didn't even get along with.
Hmm? Well, how does that Earp feel?
Emma, has Wyatt ever so much as held your hand?
No.
Well, he's kissed me. But it didn't mean love. Mr. Clanton, as far as Emma's concerned, you've got nothing to fear from Wyatt.
By Jove, Miss Nellie. I'm mightily relieved to hear you say that. You know, this idea's been fidgeting me for quite a spell. Daughter, I reckon I've been pestering you about marrying just for that reason. All right, we'll forget about it.
Thank you, Papa.
You done us a big favor coming out here. Why, you straightened the whole thing out for us.
Well, then I'm happy, too. For Emma's sake and for your own.
Why, Em was scared.
Well, of course she was. She didn't want any part of Gringo Hawkby.
Well, she won't have to marry him. You can bet your life on that. Well, Em's daughter and son to me.
Hide the wagon in the brush. We'll send a buckboard back here to haul the stuff to old man Clanton.
Gringo, you really gonna marry Emma Clanton?
Sure. Emma ain't the prettiest gal in the territory, but she's got other assets.
Like the old man's spread, huh?
Just a waiting to be took over. Hurry it up, boys.
What? No sign of her yet, huh?
No. Why don't you quit associating with good women?
Good women.
We warned you about Miss Nellie. It's the good women who lead men to ruin.
I shouldn't have let her go out to the Clantons. Old man probably got sore at her.
No. Here she comes now.
What's the matter?
Wyatt is a mite worried about you, Miss Nellie.
Oh, for goodness sakes, Wyatt, everything went along fine.
You
You know, man, Clanton isn't going to be tough with Emma.
No, as a matter of fact, by the time I left, the old reprobate was practically in tears.
Nehemiah H. Clanton in tears?
Cross my heart.
The ragweed must have got him.
Oh, come on now, Doc. You don't have to be so cynical all the time. No, the trouble's all taken care of. I gotta get back to the office. See you boys later.
Good work, Miss Nellie. Well, put your buggy away.
Why, I've met this gringo Hawkby. You'd better keep your guns loaded. There'll be trouble.
It's all fixed.
You heard Miss Nellie, didn't you, Doc?
It ain't fixed with Hawkby. In addition, one good woman is ruin. Two good women are certain death. Hawkby'll find out you're friendly with Emma.
Well, I am not friendly with Miss Emma.
It's what you think. She might have a different idea. She does hanker a little after you, Wyatt. Women came close to getting me hanged on 3 different occasions.
You know, a horse leads a nice, simple life.
Fully unload the stuff and bring it into the house.
All righty.
How's this for a gal's trousseau?
Mighty handsome, Gringo.
Hey, what's keeping Emma? This is for her.
I don't know. I'll call her. Emma? Emma!
Yes, Papa.
Gringo's brought you a lot of presents. Now, you mind your manners and come on out here.
Just a minute.
That won't work with Emma, son.
Why not? They all like pretty clothes.
You can't buy her with pretties. I tried it myself. Billy and Finn and Ike, they all tried it. Just won't work.
But these are San Francisco clothes. You know where this one comes from. Paris, France.
Good evening, Mr. Hawkby.
Good evening, Miss Emma. I brought you some fancy clothes. Here, how'll this one fit?
It's a nice dress. If it weren't for the blood on it.
Blood? Where's the blood?
You bushwhacked 3 Mexicans in FEMA draw.
Who says I did?
One of Papa's cowboys saw the whole thing. It's all over the bunkhouse. They're all talking about it.
Now, Emma, he could have been mistaken.
That's a dirty lie. You tell me who said it. He'll take it back.
I'm not that interested. Good night, Mr. Hawkby.
You gonna let her act like that?
Son, I warned you before.
I don't take warnings. And women don't walk away from me.
You're a visitor in my house, you know.
I'm offering to marry your daughter, Emma.
I know that.
I've been your partner for 3 years now, and we've whacked up thousands every year.
I can count.
You know, I don't have to stay your partner. I can just as easy throw in with somebody else.
Well, Emma ain't no smashing beauty, son. Why are you taking this so hard?
When a gal walks out on me, that's the one I want.
And you'd bust up a good business arrangement over that.
Yeah, I think I will. Funny thing is, you need me worse than I need you.
That's your opinion.
That's any smart man's opinion. You ain't gonna live forever, you know. Who's gonna carry on your business? Ike, Finn, Billy? Nah, they wouldn't last 6 months.
No, reckon not.
Now, me and Emma could carry it on for you. Keep the name Clanton and Hawkby just like it's been. But no, you say Emma's too good for me.
I never said
But
no,
she
son.
said it.
Well, you didn't give her a decent chance to know you, son. You just rushed right at her.
I want something, I go after it. And so do you.
Sure I do. But I gotta consider Emma's feelings. Give me a few days, bring her around.
Not a few days, Mr. Clanton. One day. We'll find out whether you are the boss inside this house or whether you ain't.
See, it didn't work, Miss Nellie. He just switched Papa around to his side.
Doesn't your father have any loyalty at all?
I thought he did.
That must be Wyatt. Oh, Wyatt, come in. Emma's father has changed his mind. He's going to force Emma to marry Hockby. Now, she can't go back to the ranch. She'll have to stay here.
Oh, no, thank you, Miss Nellie. You've gone to enough trouble over me.
Now, you just sit right back down.
Well, I don't want anyone to get into any fight with Papa about me.
If he comes into town and tries to take you against your will, then it becomes Wyatt's job. Well, you don't expect her to stand up against her father by herself, do you? Or with a gun?
No. All right, I'll send Mr. Gibbs over. But I promise you both that by tomorrow morning, we're all going to be in real trouble. Good night.
I don't know why I play checkers with you, Gibbs. There's certainly no money in it, and your conversation is somewhat less than stimulating.
Yeah. Checkers keeps you away from Pharaoh when your luck's running bad. Hush up. I'm going to think. If I'm there, then gobble up. If I'm over here, then take only one of your men.
Mr. Gibbs, I'd like you to go spend the rest of the night over in the lobby of Miss Nellie's hotel. Emma Clanton ran away from home.
Well, I thought Miss Nellie had done fixed it about Hockby.
Now, old man Clanton changed his mind. Get over there on the double, will you?
Yes, sir. Don't forget, it's my move. I'll remember where them checkers was, too.
Is Gringo Hockby in town yet?
No, not yet.
I'll kill him for you, Wyatt.
No, thank you.
All right. You kill him yourself, then. He's already a menace to 2 women. Also, there's talk that he murdered 3 Mexicans yesterday. You know what? Old man Clanton's losing his grip. Hockby's trying to take over. The old man's letting him.
It would make it rougher on me.
Too rough, Wyatt. The old man at least exercised certain moderation. But Hockby?
Well, I won't be crowded.
And you better start thinning the crowd, Wyatt. One Clanton tomorrow, another in a few days. You'll be surprised. In 6 months, you won't even know Boot Hill.
Find her? She's at Nellie Cashman's hotel, guarded by one of Earp's deputies.
Wyatt Earp, eh? How does he figure in this?
Go rest yourself, Willie. I knew it. She's been sweet on that Earp all this time.
Your daughter and a John Law? Well, now that's easy fixed. Dead man ain't no good to a woman.
Hey, Earp's awful fast, Gringo.
So am I.
Mighty early this morning, ain't you, friend?
I sure am. I'm looking for Miss Clanton.
Mm-hmm. What might your name be?
Gringo Hockby. Miss Clanton's papa wants her home.
We've been expecting one of you.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's so. Wyatt Earp says you don't have to go. And he also says if you try to take her, you'll wish you had never been born.
You tell Earp I don't scare easy. He's mixing into my business. I don't take kindly to interference.
Doc, watch things here, will you? It's time I went on patrol.
Hockby's laying for you. I'll go with you.
No, thank you. I can handle him.
You'll kill him, huh? Otherwise, I must accompany you.
You stay out of this.
I'll give you first crack at him. That's all I promise.
First crack? Fair enough.
Seen anything of Wyatt Earp?
He's around, I guess.
Thanks, mister. I'll find him. Marshal Earp? I'm Gringo Hawkby. I got your message this morning.
And I got yours, Mr. Hawkby. What are you waiting for? Go on. Go for the other one.
You didn't kill him. It's my turn.
No. You wish he was dead.
Is he going to die?
No, he's not gonna die.
Well, I'm glad of that. I didn't want him killed.
You owe me a favor, Miss Emma. Well, don't you? And why don't you take a nice long trip someplace? Go to Texas and visit your relatives.
I can't do that. I have to stay here and take care of Papa.
Why, did you have to break both his legs? He may be crippled for life.
Well, I'm sorry, Miss Nellie. Maybe I should have killed him.
Wyatt, I didn't mean that.
You stop blaming him. We both of us pushed him into this.
Thank you very much, Miss Emma. Now, you go on home and take real good care of your papa. Because when Gringo gets well and this starts all over again, it's your papa that's going to wind up with broken legs.
I heard that, Sonny. You better show more respect for him. Ain't no daughter of mine going to marry Gringo Hawkby.
Papa.
Anybody can get himself killed, but it takes a plumb fool to let a Yankee target practice on him. Good day, Miss Nellie. Come on, sis. We got to get back to the ring.
Thank you.
Well, come on. You didn't finish making out them menus for that cook before you left. I'll bet we have hash again.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
So long as old man Clanton confined his rustling and outlawry to his empire in southeast Arizona, he had only Wyatt Earp and the Tombstone Vigilantes to oppose him. But when the Clanton gang started raiding Mexico for cattle and silver, it became an international matter for Washington to deal with. and Washington promptly passed the buck to Arizona's Governor Gosper, who in turn passed it on to Wyatt Earp.
Let me remind you, Governor, that Clanton controls 800 square miles of Arizona territory, from Charleston to Tucson, Clanton towns. Every waterhole is guarded by Clanton outlaws. It's the same through the Oracles, across the San Pedro, back to the Pinnacles. We hold Tombstone, and that's all.
I don't care how big an empire that outlaw controls. We can't have trouble with Mexico on account of him. I'm empowered to indemnify Don Sebastian for his losses. You tell him that. It's your job to stop Clanton from attacking Mexican herds and silver trains.
I'd need a posse of 500 men, sir.
We wouldn't be in this mess if you'd listen to me. Talk less and shoot more. You're too easy with those Clanton hoodlums.
Maybe. I'll talk with Clanton. I think he's underestimating Sebastian. When he discovers there might be reprisals, it could change him.
All right, see what you can do.
Yes, sir.
And, Marshal, you better warn Clanton. Don Sebastian has been buying rifles and handguns.
I'll tell him. The old man should be impressed. Good day, sir.
Good luck.
Now, I'll show you how you do this.
All right, big brother, you go right ahead. Come on, Ike. Ben,
Watch
don't
this.
Fit it off. That's pretty good, Ben. Now
Okay,
let me
come on.
outdo you.
Well, you're both pretty lucky.
All right. Finn, Billy, come in here. I got a job for you.
Big brother, get yours out of the dirt there.
Now, you cross the border here. You ride southwest about 10 miles, San Felipe Canyon. I got a tip there's about 1,000 head of Don Sebastian's fat beef grazing there, and these I want them. Now, don't take more than 7 or 8 hands with you.
Well, they won't ride with just us, Papa.
Not across the border, they won't.
Why not? You, Finn, speak up. I asked you why. Well?
They just won't ride with us, Papa, that's all. They want Brocious or Ringo or the McLowerys along.
Oh, so that's it. A fine parcel of sons I raised. My own hands don't trust them.
Well, that ain't it, Papa. It's Brocious and Ringo. They've been pies them all against us.
We have. Well, now, I'll tell you what we'll do. You don't need them. You're Clantons, by Joe. And you're gonna start being Clantons right this minute. Get out there and get your horses ready.
Yes, sir, Papa.
All right, Papa.
Ike, you do the leading. I want Finn to follow Ike, and Billy, you ride rear guard.
We'll make out, Papa.
You better make out. You start proving yourselves men.
Papa, we'll take care of it. Ike, mount up.
All right, Papa.
Ike, hurry up. All right, all right. Ike, the canteen. Come on.
Ben, Billy, you know, I think one of us ought to stand guard.
There ain't a Mexican in 20 miles. You scared, Ike? Sure he's scared. Papa only made you leader because you're the oldest. But you won't stay the leader when the old man cashes in.
I guess you think you will?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself talking that way. Why? You can't live forever. Someone ought to pistol whip you. You want to try it? Well, I just might, right?
All right, now, come on in. This ain't no time to fight. What's the matter? All right, you two, stop it. Now, this ain't no time to be fighting. What's the matter with you two? Run around this way. Now, wait a minute. Listen, fellas. Listen, Papa, we pay you good. Now, you just let us go. You hear me? I'll Papa pay you.
Yeah? Mr. Clanton?
Wyatt Earp's here.
Wants to talk to you.
Time to go away. I ain't no human to be talking to a lawman, least all him.
I have a message from Governor Gosper.
Gosper? Blue-bellied, carpet-bagging Yankee.
It's about Don Sebastian.
Spence, get out. Make it short.
You stop raiding his cattle and silver trains, or Sebastian will start attacking you. He's backed up by the Mexican government. That's short enough?
You think I don't know that Fancy Dan's been buying guns? Just let him cross the border and see what he gets.
Why do you keep on with this? You're rich in land and silver. What do you want with his?
What are you driving at, Herb?
What are you driving at? One of these days you'll be dead.
I got children.
Your daughter Emma refuses to come home from school in New Orleans. As for Ike Finn and...
Shut up! Don't you come in here running down my own flesh and blood.
Look, Mr. Clanton, you're no fool. Why don't you quit raiding across the border?
That's my business.
You want to make your fortune bigger for Brocious and Ringo to take over? That's what they're planning. Everybody knows it.
They won't get a penny, not a penny. I made it for us Clantons.
Well, Emma will be the only one left alive to make use of it.
Emma, she won't get nothing, not unless she promises, if she marries, to change her married name back to Clanton.
Oh, so you're Emperor Clanton, huh?
You dang tootin'.
Well, that's too bad.
What's too bad?
I'll have to go to Don Sebastian and tell him that you refuse to quit stealing his silver and cattle.
He won't fight.
Oh, he'll fight. And when all the Clantons are gone, Brocious and Ringo can start counting your money.
Marshal Earp, my vaquero tells me you have a message for me from Governor Gosper of Arizona.
Yes, Don Sebastian. It concerns the raids by Mr. Clanton. Our governor would like to know how much was stolen from you. Our government will pay it back.
I see. Por favor.
Thank you.
Tell me, has this Senor Clanton agreed not to steal from me anymore?
No, sir.
Then why have you come? It takes both sides to make a peace. Both sides must stop trouble. Let me show you. I believe your Governor Gosper has made a mistake, unless he can control Senor Clanton.
He's doing everything he can to keep peace along the border.
Herb!
Where did you take them?
San Felipe Canyon, 10 miles our side of the border.
He just wants ransom money.
No man could pay me enough to make me let you go.
Mr. Earp, tell him that Pop will pay.
Shut up, Ben. We ain't asking Earp for no favors.
It is hard to believe. I can't understand how a rich man like Senor Clanton could have sons like these. Are you certain they are his sons?
They've been in my jail in Tombstone many times.
Take them away.
Mr. Don Sebastian, you're gonna be sorry you took us Clantons. The old man's gonna kill 50 of your men for this.
You will thank the governor for me, senor. And you will also tell him I will take back that which was stolen from me.
What do you intend to do with his boys?
I have not yet decided.
If anything happens to him, Clanton will go wild. Attack you with every man he has, and he can get many more. Hold them as hostages. Perhaps then I can get Clanton to sign an agreement to leave your property alone.
And how long do you suppose he would keep his word? Until his sons are released, perhaps?
He has never lied to me, Don Sebastian.
I will think on it.
Since he may not believe you hold his sons, I'd like to show him letters in their own handwriting.
That is good. Pablo, I think you are a man of good intentions, senor. Pablo, Take the senor to the prisoners. They will be permitted to write letters to their father. Adios, senor.
Adios.
Scratching all right. Blame fools. Letting themselves get caught by Sebastian. All right, so I'll let them stay there.
They're your boys.
Never was no good, Herb. Broke their mama's heart. But I'll get them back if it means taking a small army across that border and blasting Sebastian to Kingdom Come.
Well, I got an easier way than that. I wrote up a truce. You sign it, I'll get Sebastian to do the same.
Truce? I never kowtowed to any man.
Sebastian will kill your boys if you don't. You have it your own way.
Hold on now.
Well?
Man's children is his children. I'll sign it. There you are. My word of honor on it.
Can you control Brocious and Ringo?
Control Brocious and Ringo? Why, I took them on when they was busted saddle tramps. Now they both got their own spreads. They're beholden to me.
Well, lately they've been acting like they're the boss of your outfit.
Well, don't you fidget yourself about who's boss of this outfit. I am.
Just the same, you put out the word. You tell them to stop raiding across the border. I don't want any more trouble with Sebastian.
If and Sebastian keeps his part of the agreement, I'll keep mine.
You make sure you do.
Johnny Ringo leaves a high-stake poker game a big loser. It better be for something mighty important.
Anytime I send for you, it's important, and don't you forget it. You neither, Brocious.
Oh, yeah.
From now on, there'll be no more raiding Mexican silver trains and cattle, especially Don Sebastian's.
Something scare you off, boss?
Nothing scares me. Them fool kids of mine got themselves caught by Sebastian. He's holding them prisoner, like to kill them. I had to sign a truce with that hombre that I wouldn't do any more raiding. I gave him a word of honor. I mean to keep it, too. Now, I count you two as my top guns. And I expect you to hold the other boys in line. I want you to tell them about the truce and then start patrolling the border to see that it's kept.
Looks like a waste of time to me.
How's that, Curly?
He didn't say anything, did you, Curly?
I'm still alive, Curly. And I'm still boss of this outfit.
Well, that's the way you want it done, boss. It'll be done.
Come on, Curly.
Lemonade. Good and cold. Gracias, senor.
This paper reads very well, senor. Are you sure Senor Clanton means what he says?
Yes, sir.
I would like to believe it, but perhaps I should test his word, huh?
I would if I were you. You could send out a small train of silver wagons. Make sure that word of its departure reaches Clanton the other side of the border.
I will do that.
And just to be on the safe side, I'd have it guarded by a strong force. Make sure they keep out of sight.
You do not have a very good opinion of your countrymen, senor.
Not my countrymen. Clanton outlaws.
I will not argue with my guests. You will have supper and stay the night?
Well, thank you. My horse is tired, and so am I. If you could have the silver train ready by tomorrow morning, I'd ride with it.
And since you are as doubtful as I will accompany you. Por favor. Pablo!
Are the Clanton boys behaving themselves?
As animals. My vaqueros want to shoot them, and I say no, not yet. Wait and see what their father does. Oh, Pablo, show the senor to the guest room, por favor.
Thank you.
We'll be back on this side of the border before they know anything about it.
Sounds like it'll work.
It will. What's eating on you, Ringo?
Should keep our promise to the old man.
Then why did you come with us?
Because I don't like Clanton telling me what to do. Just the same, it's not right, Curly.
I figured it'll save us trouble later on.
How?
Ike and Billy and Finn was born buzzard meat. If Sebastian kills him, good riddance.
The old man never let that happen.
Maybe we can make sure.
I don't know. The old man Clanton has treated us pretty right.
Yeah, but ain't we done all his dirty work for him? We steal and wrestle and fight all his fights. We don't owe the old man nothing. You'll feel better when you think about it, Ringo. I say it's time we got on our own.
Well, so far, so good. We're less than a mile from the border.
You spoke too soon, senor.
I can't believe Clanton would go back on his word.
You believe what your eyes see, senor? Vaqueros,
wait. Give them more time. Wait till they reach the clearing and make their charge. Try and cut between them and the wagons. You couldn't wait to make your play, could you, Ringo?
You see, senor, they are Clanton's men.
Did Clanton order this attack?
Yes.
No.
Who's lying?
You're wasting time, senor. My vaqueros will take care of them.
You're making a mistake, Don Sebastian. Give Clanton a chance to learn the truth. He'll take care of him.
Vaqueros, shoot them.
No. They're Americans, Don Sebastian, and my prisoners. I took them, and I'm taking them back alive.
Let me remind you, senor, you have no authority here in Mexico.
If you try shooting them, you'll have to take me first.
Do not force me, senor. These men must be punished.
I'm positive Clanton didn't order this raid. If I'm right, they'll be punished. I give you my word.
Senor Earp, it is against my judgment I yield to you. You better be right. Find their horses. Bandage his wound.
Get on in here.
Get these things off of me.
If and you're lying to me about these boys, Earp, it'll be for the last time. Start talking.
It's a frame-up, boss. Johnny and I was riding along with some of the boys, minding our own business, when Earp and a gang of Mexicans jumped us.
You're a liar.
Ringo?
I was just talked into trying to cross you.
You! I'll kill them! I'll kill both of them!
Wait, you can deal with them later. Wait till your boys get back.
They won't be coming back unless it's in their coffins. Pete!
Yes, sir.
I want me 6 hands. I want them to dig 3 graves up on that knoll.
3 graves?
3 graves, and good and deep.
3 graves, yes, sir.
Get out of my sight before I kill you. reckon you could talk Sebastian into sending the bodies home?
I don't think Sebastian will kill him.
No use lying to me after what happened. You're all dead right now, and you know it. My boy's dead. All of them. I ought to kill Ringo and Brocious. Can't afford to. They're my top guns. My son's gone. I'm left with nobody to fight for what I spent my whole life building up.
Mr. Clanton, you didn't build up anything. You just let a pack of hoodlums grow around you like chokeweeds. I'll see what I can do with Sebastian.
I'd done the same thing myself if I'd been him. Ringo and Brocious crossing me. He couldn't know I'd kept my word.
I'll bring your boys back.
Why? My girl Emma's mighty fond of you. If you'll marry her, I'll deed you half of everything I own.
I wouldn't do that to Emma. How could I marry a girl whose father I'd eventually gunned down?
Mr. Clanton? Mr. Clanton?
I hear you.
How do you want your boys buried?
Ike, Finn, and Billy. Left or right, according to age.
Well, hadn't we ought to send for a parson?
No. I'll do my own burying.
Well? Don Sebastian sent your sons home.
Dead or alive? My boys.
I told you Sebastian would keep his word.
I never thought I'd live to see the day I'd say this to you, Earp. Thanks. When I get 'em inside, they'll wish they was dead.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Tom, wake up. This is the marshal. He just wants to ask you a few questions. This is my husband, Mr. Whiting.
Howdy, Mr. Roberts.
Roberts?
That's right.
No, Ben, don't.
Just throw it down there.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Among the desperate men with whom Wyatt Earp had to deal as Marshal of Tombstone, Arizona, some of the most dangerous were professional bank robbers. In 1881, bank robbery attracted Western criminals who ranked themselves with Quantrell, the James Boys, and the Youngers. And a few of them were just as shrewd and deadly as Cole Younger or Jesse James.
How's Ben feeling, Sadie?
His leg's worse. He wants to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am. Sadie says your leg don't feel so good. Want me to ride into Tombstone and fetch a doctor?
No. Sadie and I are going into town alone.
All right, Ben, if that's the way you want it, but you taking a big risk?
Is that any concern of yours?
Yeah, in a way it is.
What way?
You're the last of the Roberts gang. Now, ever since we bumped into you, we've been hoping that as soon as your leg got well, you'd throw in with us. Well, with you to do the brain work, we could take a bank every week. These Arizona banks ain't never had a real rousting.
You're a fool. I wouldn't touch you or any of your boys on a bank job.
Now, look, Ben.
Shut up. Give them a couple of $100 for services rendered. I don't want any of you in Tombstone. Head north and go back to robbing stages.
All right, Ben. All right, anything you say.
Pay him. And that's the end of it. So long.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, let me help you.
Where's the dress-up clothes?
In the wagon.
Good. We can change on the way into town.
You feel bad?
I don't ride in a wagon when I feel good. Besides, I'd like to see you in skirts for a change anyway.
All right, you sit down and I'll hitch up the rig.
Now, that's a thanks we get from big-headed Ben Roberts.
I'd sure like to hit one of those banks in Tombstone. Open up Mr. Roberts' eyes a little.
Maybe we will.
See me?
Yes, I do. Did you ever hear the name Ben Roberts?
Ben Roberts? Sure. He's a bank robber, one in Missouri. Why?
He's a patient of mine.
He's what?
Brought to me by his lady friend. Mr. and Mrs. Tom Whiting, they call themselves. They're dressed like city people.
Well, how do you know it's him? Do you know him?
No, but someone pointed him out to me a couple of years ago. You don't forget a man like Ben Roberts.
Oh, you sure know. So he's here in Tombstone, huh?
Got a handsome wife, about 25, I'd say. Blonde.
Why'd he come to see you?
Gunshot wound in the left leg. Some amateur pulled the bullet out, but he missed the bone splinters.
That's just dandy. Roberts is a bank robber, and we got 2 banks. Did he say where he was staying?
American Hotel. I gave him strict orders to go to bed and stay there. I gave him a little something to make him sleepy, just to be sure.
Thanks. He's not wanted in Arizona, but you may have done me a big favor.
Favor nothing. I'm saving myself a lot of work if it prevents a bank holdup.
Well, let's hope it does. You say they're using the name of Whiting?
Watch yourself, Wyatt. Roberts may have a gang just outside town.
Well, that's my hunch, too. I'd feel a lot better about it if Doc Holliday and Shotgun were here instead of in Tucson. Now, I'll see you later. Thank you.
Right, Wyatt.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Are you Marshal Wyatt Earp? I'm Mrs. Whiting, Mrs. Tom Whiting.
Well, Dr. Goodfellow described you pretty good.
Oh, he told you about the accident?
Yes, sir.
I thought you might want to see us.
Well, it's just routine. Dr. Goodfellow reports all gunshot wounds to me.
I see.
I don't like to disturb your husband, but I would like to ask him a few questions.
Well, he's sound asleep. Couldn't I answer them?
Well, I'm afraid not, Mrs. Whiting, but it's not too important. I'll stop by later.
No, we shouldn't ask you to make 2 trips. I'll go up with you if that's all right.
Certainly.
Tom. Tom, wake up. This is the Marshal. He just wants to ask you a few questions. This is my husband, Mr. Whiting.
Howdy, Mr. Roberts.
Roberts?
That's right.
No, Ben, don't.
Just throw it down there.
You're awful fast with that.
Take it easy, both of you. I want to talk to you, but I want to keep it friendly.
Friendly?
There's no warrant for you in Arizona, Mr. Roberts. Dr. Goodfellow says you need a lot of rest and medical attention.
You mean you're not going to bother us?
Just one question. Any of your gang hanging around Tombstone?
No.
That's the truth, Marshal.
All right. You stay here as long as you need to. Hope that leg of yours doesn't give you too much trouble.
You're a new kind of John Law, seems to me.
Mr. Roberts, I'm not interested in the scalp money. But if a Missouri sheriff, United States Marshal, comes along with a warrant for you, I'd have to help serve it. In the meantime, rest easy. You play it on the level with me. We'll get along fine.
Mr. Erb! Mr. Erb!
Yeah?
Mr. Erb, I just got a message for you from the Tombstone Bank. Mr. Kenton says there's a suspicious character hanging around.
Right. Excuse me, folks. Seems like we have a little bank trouble.
Jake Birch?
There's only one way to find out for sure.
Go right over there. That no-good thief. Just when we had everything fixed with the Marshal. Now he'll think we're lying to him. I better take a gun.
No. Just make sure it's Birch. There's easier ways to skin a cat.
Well, you better douse your bandage again. I'll be right back.
Excuse me, mister.
You calling me, Marshal?
Yeah, you're a stranger in town, aren't you?
That's right. There's no crime in that, is there?
Yeah, there might be. The bank doesn't like strangers hanging around its front door.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Marshal. I'll be moving along.
Just a second. What's your name?
John Smith.
You have anything on you to prove that?
No, I don't believe I do.
Where's your horse?
Right over there. Would you like to see it?
Yes, Mr. Smith, I would like to see it. Buckshot dusted. Mr. Smith, take off that bedroll.
Take it off yourself.
I said take off your bedroll. Put it on the ground, open it up. What's that?
What?
What are you doing with the detailed map of Tombstone? Afraid you get lost?
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, you've done nothing that I can hold you for. You seen anything of Ben Roberts lately?
Roberts. Ben Roberts. No, I'm afraid I don't know any Ben Roberts, Marshal.
You know, you surprised me.
Oh, why's that?
I didn't think Roberts would let a clumsy fool like you case a bank. I'm going to give a description of you to all my deputies. Next time you're seen in town, you're going to get hurt. And by next time, I mean any time after 5 minutes from now. Move.
And it looked like the marshal had just ordered him out of town. I think we ought to turn Birch and his crowd in.
Show up their camp? That'd be going too easy on Jake. I ordered him to stay out of Tombstone, remember? Now, we're going to encourage Jake to go against that bank.
And then tell her.
Yeah. Earp will blast them all to little pieces.
What if he doesn't believe us?
Make him believe us. That's your job. Now, honey, I'm quitting. As soon as I'm well, we'll go to California.
Oh, darling. Oh.
We can't have Birch cashing in on my name, calling himself and his cheap outfit the Roberts Gang. You see why Earp has to wind them up for us, don't you? And go convince him.
Marshal Earp.
Yes?
I'd like to talk to you, please.
Won't you come in?
I don't like jails.
Well, I can understand that. Why don't you sit down, then?
No, thanks. I followed you and saw that man in front of the bank.
Oh? You, couldn't by any chance identify him?
He's Jacob Birch. A cheap stagecoach bandit. The only time he's gone against a bank, he made a mess of things. Killed a lot of people. Jake's gonna rob one of your banks. Maybe tomorrow.
Which one? The, Arizona bank or the Tombstone?
I don't know, but I'll find out.
And then you'll, tell me about it.
Yes, sometime tonight.
Why? Why would you tell me?
Because this isn't our idea. Ben's quitting the business. We're going to California as soon as he's well enough. Please, try to look at it our way. We don't want to get blamed for this. We'll never have a chance to make a life for ourselves with Jake Birch robbing banks and calling his crowd the Roberts Gang. Don't you believe me?
Well, Mrs. Roberts, it isn't too logical.
Look, what do we have to gain by telling you about Birch?
All right, let's leave it this way, then. You find out all you can about Mr. Birch's plan. I'll meet you at Dr. Goodfellow's office tonight.
Around 10 o'clock?
That'd be fine.
You still don't believe me. You better make up your mind to, because not believing me may cost a few lives. Maybe your own.
Oh, you're just talking to make noise, Jake. The truth is you're afraid to take that bank. I think maybe you're scared of Wyatt Earp.
That ain't the hitch, Joe.
Well, what is then?
Ben and Sadie Roberts.
Oh, now, Ben Roberts is laid up with a bad leg. And what do you figure Sadie can do?
She can use a gun. And so can Ben if he takes a notion to spoil our party. Oh, what do you say, boys? Think it's worth taking a risk?
Oh, it's just Sadie.
Hold him. We changed our mind, Jake. We want in on the bank job.
What bank job?
Don't play dumb with me. You cased the Tombstone Bank this morning. Ben was real sore when he heard about it. But then we got to thinking. Come into town on your own and you're in trouble. Use Ben's plan, and you'll get rich. What do you say, Jake?
Ben Roberts really knows how to take a bank.
All right, Sadie. You got something to offer, you're in.
For a fourth of what you take.
I say we deal.
All right.
Ben drew a diagram. Wrote it all down for you. I will use what Ben calls his covey of quail idea. You drift into town one by one just before daylight. You're there at 9 o'clock when the bank opens. Grab the money and scatter in the 6 different escape routes he put down here for you. Then you bunch up again at this camp. Divide the money, scatter again. Understand?
Wait. Why do we hit the Tombstone Bank?
Because Earp knows you cased it. He'll think you're bound to take the other one, the Arizona.
She's right, Jake.
Earp will be watching the other bank.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll smarten himself. All right, Sadie. We'll hit the Tombstone Bank 5 minutes after 9 in the morning.
Meet you here at noon for our share. Now, don't lose that. Any plan Ben thinks up is worth $5,000 cash before the vault doors even open.
So Earp will be watching the Arizona. Right around the corner from our mark. Boys, I'm making just one change in Ben's plan. Now, there'll be a crack shot on the roof of this building. Right here. We'll take care of Wyatt Earp before we hit the bank.
All the logic is against it. She and Ben just have to be the brains behind this whole thing. I'd be a fool to trust her. Wouldn't I?
Wouldn't you what?
Miss Sadie can't possibly be telling the truth.
Well, now, she might and she mightn't. If you want my advice, do what the cross-eyed tomcat did.
Oh, what's that?
Watch both rat holes. Divide your men between the Tombstone and the Arizona.
Yeah, well, that should be her.
Am I very late?
Oh, good evening, young lady.
Oh, hello, Dr. Goodfellow. Well, I went over the whole plan with Jake Birch, and he's going to hit the Tombstone Bank 5 after 9 in the morning.
Now, why would he do that? He knows that I know that he cased that bank.
So he figures you'll think he'll be the other one. I had a hard ride to get this, and I'm tired, and if you don't believe me, just say so.
I'm sorry, Miss Sadie.
Look, I've done all I can for you. Go ahead. Let Jake make a fool of you.
Now, hold on. Put this on your husband's leg. Keep the bandage moist with it.
Thank you.
You're no fool, but you keep on trying, and she'll be right yet.
Meaning what?
I think she's telling the truth.
She can't be. I checked both banks today. The Arizona has twice as much cash on hand as the other. Besides, Ben Roberts is never one to settle for half when he can get the whole thing.
Well, you can watch both rat holes.
No, I can't. With Doc Holliday and Shotgun out of town, I haven't got enough deputies. If I split my force, I'm giving Birch too much of an edge. Now, you just stick to doctoring and let me handle the bank robbers, huh? It'll be the Arizona Bank.
Marshal.
Remember, Mr. Gale, you give them the money, no resistance. I don't want any dead heroes. We'll catch them as they come out. Your safe open?
Yes, but don't you think I ought to close it? Maybe they'll be satisfied with the teller's money.
I'll just make you open the safe. Now, you stick to the plan.
Well, just as you say.
working fine. Earp's around the corner. Let's get at it.
No shooting until Joe gets Earp. It's almost time now. Let's go inside and pretend we're going to deposit some of this money.
Check him out. Get in there. Get in there.
I owe you an apology.
No, you don't, Mr. Earp. I'm thankful that it turned out the way it did. Was that Jake Birch?
Yeah.
Who got him, you?
No, I think it was your husband.
Oh, no. What? Why, Dr. Goodfellow gave him strict orders not to get out of bed.
Well, now, he can stay in bed and get well. You say for me that I'll be by to speak my thanks to both of you. I'll go ahead and say it. I picked the wrong bank.
Well, we can't be right all the time, any of us.
How bad is he?
Looks like it's mighty near the heart.
Can you save him?
If I can, I'm a great doctor. If I can't, he'll die. You can be right and get killed. You can be wrong and
get lucky. Well, let's see how we both come out.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
After the death of Old Man Clanton, titular head of the outlaws in southeast Arizona, Doc Holliday realized there would be a contest for leadership of the gang and that Sheriff Behan's vote would be a prize plum. He concocted a scheme to break up the gang by involving its factions in warfare over Behan. But like most of Doc's ideas, this one ignored the fact that Marshal Earp was sworn to uphold the law.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Mayor.
On, Wyatt.
You can't be that thirsty. What's wrong?
Well, town council had a meeting last night, Wyatt.
And?
And they seem to feel you need more deputies. Now, you haven't replaced Shotgun Gibbs yet. Doc Holliday's only one man, good as he is. Well, I told him you were probably already looking around for some help.
Yes, sir, I am. I sent telegrams to Turk Johnson, Jack Vermillion, also trying to get in touch with Neil Brown and Bat Masterson, but I haven't had any word yet.
Wyatt, how about your brothers over in Prescott? I mean, why don't you ask Morgan to come back here and get Virgil to help, too?
I can't do that, Mr. Mayor. They wouldn't just be taking on the job of deputy. Well, having the name of Earp, they'd inherit all of my enemies, too.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't mind that. Well, they'd be here quick enough if they knew what the real situation was.
Well, I'm glad they don't.
Wyatt, this is an emergency. I think you're too optimistic about the Clanton gang. I don't think just because the old man got killed that it follows the gang is going to break up.
I never said they would. No, I know there's going to be a bitter fight as to who the new leaders are going to be.
Well, we hear tell that Brocious and Ringo have already taken over.
Yeah, Doc Holliday's got the same information, too. But the McLaurys haven't made their move yet. And I think it's going to take a little while for both sides to reorganize.
Well, maybe. Maybe not. Wyatt, would you take it badly if I were to ask your brothers to come and help?
Well, I wish you'd wait a few days.
We've held off too long now, Wyatt. All right. All right. The council voted to make Virgil chief of city police. Morgan is his assistant. You see, Wyatt's always being required to go out of town because he's a deputy U.S. Marshal.
Does that still leave Wyatt the Chief John Law?
Oh, of course, Doc, of course.
All right, I'll go over to Prescott and see if Virgil and Morgan will take the job.
Good. Now, as to salary...
Well, that's unimportant. They'll come when they know that Wyatt needs help. By the way, I think it'd be wiser if you told Wyatt that I went over to Tucson. Big poker game.
All right, Doc. When you plan on going?
This evening.
Thelma.
Johnny, we mustn't be seen together.
But I'm proud to be seen with you.
Please, it's got to be my way or else we're through. You get out of here.
Does your husband know you've been seeing Sheriff Bean at Charleston and Galeyville?
Husband? I'm not married.
Why, Thelma, don't tell me you've divorced poor Jimmy Callum.
He's in the penitentiary.
Not anymore. He was released from Huntsville last week.
I don't believe it.
Very well. Just ask Marshal Earp to show you the Ranger's bulletin on the released prisoners.
They told me he got 10 years.
He did, but for the wrong killing. Do I hear the sound of wifely love in your voice?
Oh, shut up. What do you want?
Johnny Bean?
Well, get him. He's right here in town.
I want him out of town. Walk over to the desk gracefully. Take pen in hand.
What if I say no?
What if husband Callum finds out about you and Johnny? Sit down. Sit down. Now, you write. Dear Johnny, meet me at Lover's Leap on the Charleston Trail, 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Lover's Leap. That's a neat, ironic touch.
I hope Johnny blows your head off.
You keep away from being any tricks, and I won't wait for your husband.
Here. No tricks, Doc.
That's sweet. Very sweet. You know, I don't blame Jimmy Callum for being jealous of you. There are sensible women and bad women. But a bad, sensible woman is a pearl of great price. A black pearl.
Let's rest the horses a bit. Never touch the stuff.
I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Doc explained the whole idea, Verge.
I know. White isn't gonna like this. Kidnapping a sheriff. Why don't we forget the whole thing and head on back to Tombstone?
Suit yourself, Virgil.
I'm staying with Doc. Explain it to him again.
It's no use. If he can't understand this is the only way to help Wyatt.
Doc wants the Clantons to fight each other. Both sides will claim that the other side is forcing Bean to throw in with them. Don't you see?
Wyatt goes by the law books, Morg.
That's the trouble. Wyatt's always gone by the law books. He's holding Tombstone against a crooked sheriff and too many gunslingers. Unless we start trouble inside the Clanton outfit, your brother's gonna lose.
Wyatt may be killed.
Kill him or frame him, the deacon isn't gonna believe that, and I can't convince him. Now, I may be anything else you want to call me, but I happen to be very fond of your brother.
Doc's right, Verge.
They may be at that. All right, let's give it a try anyway.
I got your message, Breckenridge. What's the trouble?
Sheriff Behan's disappeared. Ike Clanton says Ringo and Brocious took him.
Now, why would they do that?
I don't know, Marshal, but this could cause big trouble. Now, you're an officer of the law. It's up to you to find him.
You're Behan's chief deputy. You go find him yourself.
I'm just his office man.
You mean you're scared of the Clantons? Well, don't bother me with it. I couldn't care less what happens to Johnny Behan.
All right, Slowpoke. Now you go down there and tell him to turn Johnny Behan loose. Us Clantons ain't as scared of Brocious and Ringo. McClowery's take care of them any day.
Hold it, Ike. Take their guns. You townspeople, get those men over to Dr. Goodfellow.
Self-defense, sir.
I still want to talk to you. Come on.
You're wasting time, Herb. They might have killed Behan by now.
What makes you think that Brocious and Ringo took him?
Well, he's missing, ain't he? And I ain't got him, so it has to be them. Besides, Doc Holliday told me.
Doc, where'd you see him?
Saw him at Ayers Roadhouse at Charleston this afternoon. What, do you think I'm lying?
Probably. Did Doc tell you why they kidnapped Behan?
Yeah, he told me. Said Johnny owed him $5,000. Now, listen, I know that Brocious and Ringo would like to take over and boss this outfit, and they'd like to get Johnny Behan on their side, too. Well, you just wait till them big boys down in Tucson hear about this. They'll turn Johnny loose fast enough.
Can't you ever keep your big mouth shut?
And Tom and Frank McClowery's on our side, too.
I don't care who's on what side. Now, here's your gun back. I'm releasing your hired hands, too. Now, you go ahead and shoot it out if you want to. Get yourself killed. But you don't do it in Tombstone, you understand? See me?
Yes, Wyatt. Another of the Brocious Ringo men just died. You know that means more shooting.
I told Ike to keep it out of town.
Well, he can't keep it out of town now, Wyatt. You're going to have to find Johnny Behan to stop it.
Mr. Mayor, Ike himself started that talk about him being kidnapped. He said he got it from Doc Holliday over in Charleston, but he's lying. You told me yourself that Doc was gambling in Tucson.
No, Wyatt. As a matter of fact, I sent Doc over to Prescott to hire your two brothers.
Oh, you did?
Well, now, I knew you wouldn't want to take the responsibility, and I can't say as I blame you for that, Wyatt, but you need help, and you need it fast.
Doc has just been itching for a play like this. He probably took Behan himself and got Virgil and Morgan to help him. Doc Holliday, my best friend.
Wyatt, I don't quite understand you.
Well, ever since old man Clanton was killed, Doc has been obsessed with the idea of getting a fight started between the Clanton brothers and the Brocious Ringo crowd.
Yes, I know that, but why would they bother with Johnny being?
Well, because of his influence with the 10% ring. Both sides must have his support. I know Doc. A gunfight with innocent bystanders getting hit wouldn't mean a thing to him as long as he got rid of outlaws. Hey, I got an idea. Who's that Texas gal that Bean's been chasing?
You mean the little waitress down at the Cosmopolitan?
Yeah.
Thelma...
Conroy. No, not Conroy. Callum. Thelma Callum. Hey, there was a Callum on the last Ranger report. Mr. Mayor, I'll see you.
Who is it?
Marshal Earp.
Go away.
I think you might need help, Mrs. Callum.
How do I know you're really Marshal Earp?
Dr. Holliday told me all about you. I don't think he would have told anybody else.
Come in. What did Doc say?
Nothing.
That was just a trick to get in?
Yes.
Well, you can walk yourself right out.
Mrs. Callum, I've got to find Johnny Bean. If I don't, the top will blow off this whole town.
Well, that's just too bad. It's your town, not mine.
I think Doc Holliday kidnapped Sheriff Bean, and I think you helped him.
Got any proof?
No?
I don't know a thing, Marshal. Now, would you please go?
Doc had to lure him out of town some way. Did you see Johnny? Mrs. Callum, I said that you might need help. That was the truth.
Oh, sure. Or else you'll tell my husband about Johnny. Doc's already pulled that on me.
Oh, he has, huh? What did he ask you to do? Mrs. Callum, have you ever heard of Johnny Ringo, Curly Brocious, the 10% ring?
Yes.
Well, when they want to find Johnny Bean, they won't knock on any door. They'll just kick it down.
And you'll protect me.
I'll see that you're safely taken out of Tombstone.
Stay there.
Who is it?
Marshal Earp. One dead and 5 wounded.
Yes, I saw that. You offered me a deal.
That's right.
I wrote a note for Doc. Johnny was to meet me at Lover's Leap on the Charleston Trail.
All right. There's a stage for Benson. In 10 minutes, you can get a train from there. Do you have enough money?
I'll make out. Are you really a church deacon?
A deacon? Yes.
Too bad we didn't meet 5 years ago.
Oh?
I might have joined the church.
You've already made one trip to Charleston.
I'm not going there. I have to see Ringo and Brocious.
What's the sense in that?
I've already stirred up by Clanton. Now I gotta get the big guns to start shooting.
Doc.
Silence. Our sheriff speaks. Go ahead, Johnny.
This is a fool play you're making, and you know it, Doc. There's 100 men looking for me right now.
Sheriff Bean is important.
You'll all go to prison. You can't kidnap an officer of the law.
It's your word against ours, Sheriff.
Save your breath, Morgan.
Let's call it off, Doc. I don't like it.
No, Virgil. The scheme is working just fine.
Well, then, let's move deeper into the mountains. Good trackers can find us here.
I'll be back by noon.
Then we'll move.
I let you and Morg talk me into this. But it's risky and it's going to get us into trouble with Wyatt.
Breaking up the Clanton gang was bound to be risky, Virgil, but worth it.
If you're not back by noon, I'm going to take that sheriff back to Tombstone.
Fair enough.
We've been waiting long enough. Let's rush him.
No. We ain't sure yet Bean's in there. Besides, Ringo promised to send us more men. Just the two of us might get killed.
Ike Clanton and his boys are just sitting around the birdcage, waiting for Tom and Frank McLaury to show up. About a half a dozen more hoodlums sitting around the Oriental, waiting for Brocious and Ringo to put in an appearance.
And if Wyatt was here, he'd jump him before the Top Guns got to town.
Doesn't show up pretty soon, that's just what we're gonna have to do. Now, you make sure you got plenty of ammunition, please.
Doc, you're under arrest. Now, what you've really done is worse than kidnapping Bean. You'd stop and use your head for a minute, you'd realize that Brocious, Ringo, and the McLaurys aren't going to fight each other even for Bean. They're all equally fast with a gun, and they'd all be dead.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing if they'd fight, but they won't. They just send a bunch of hot-tempered young cowboys into Tombstone. The vigilantes are amateurs, but they try and stop the fight. And those are the ones who would get killed, not the big men that you're after. Well, I've said all I'm going to say. Now, where are my brothers and Bean?
I don't think I'll tell you.
All right, then you and I are finished. But you're still acting the fool. You came down that trail. I can go up it.
Hold it, Wyatt. No one's ever talked to me the way you just talked. I'm angry. I think we should settle this right now.
Doc, I'm not going to draw on you. You can shoot me in the back.
Wyatt? Going up that trail isn't going to do you any good. There's a switchback up there with fool even you. Just follow me.
Trailing him. Let's get out of here.
Wyatt and Doc. Better be. I got 3 cartridges left.
Hey!
You're safe now, Bean.
Wyatt, welcome.
Boy, are we glad to see you.
They kidnapped me, Herb.
I know they did. Virgil, Morgan, Doc, you're under arrest.
Under arrest?
We're your brothers, remember? I'm aware of that. Untie his feet.
Doc took my coat and I want it back.
Why, certainly, Honorable Sheriff. I went through the pockets last night.
Move out, Johnny. There's another fight starting over you in Tombstone, and I want to stop it.
They're in the birdcage. Let's get them. Ike Clanton! If you and your men ain't afraid, come on out and we'll have a showdown.
Well, they ain't waiting for Ringo and Brocious. All right, we ain't either. I'm running this show now.
time we stepped in.
All right, anytime.
Hold it! Mayor of this town, I order you men to rack up your guns or get out of town.
Who's gonna stop us, Clum? You? Come on, boys. Let's clean up these vigilantes first.
All right, Clanton, you get your men out of town. You start anything again, and we'll finish it.
All right, hold it, boys. Just take it easy. There's Johnny Bean. Looks like he's live and kicking, don't he? We ain't mad at nobody now, Mr. Herb.
Your Honor, I intend to charge that my brothers Virgil and Morgan Earp and Dr. Holliday used force in abducting Sheriff Bean. They held him a prisoner against his will.
This is very serious, Marshal. Sheriff Bean?
Yes, Your Honor. But this is all a big mistake, Your Honor. I wasn't abducted, not at all. I went with Doc to that cabin to play poker. Just a friendly little poker game, Your Honor.
You will make no charges against these men?
Charges? No, sir.
Very well, you're dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Quick, Doc, give me that letter.
I think I should let you suffer a while, Johnny. That's Jimmy Callum, the lady's husband.
Thanks, Doc.
Forget it. My life is suddenly cluttered with good deeds. Now Deacon Earp has two brothers to help him keep me off the gallows. Nauseating, isn't it?
Now, the battle lines were clearly drawn. Wyatt, his brothers, and Doc Holliday had to face the implacable hatred of Clanton outlaws and their ally, Sheriff Bean. As Wyatt himself said, we could stay in Tombstone and shoot it out, or we could turn in our stars and run. They determined to stay in Tombstone, and the approaching battle of the OK Corral would become a great event in their lives. It was fast on its way.
Oh, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর, গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, You look good.
Thank you.
Thì chả kiếm gì đấy mạnh nhất rồi. Và kiếm mạnh hơn đâu, chuột. Để mất đến mắc cuối thì mất được. Mắc cho heo ấy. Xong mắc cho heo thì mất. Kiếm mạnh nhất rồi. Kiếm mạnh nhất rồi còn đâu. Đéo kiếm mạnh hơn. Kiếm mạnh nhất rồi còn đâu. Một lúc không. Một lúc không. Nót không. Hôm nay anh chán quá, anh định không đi học cũ. Không, chán không đi học đâu. Không, phải xin thầy trước xong rồi bảo là cho em xin phép vào học online, tham gia lớp online để cho em vào. Suy nghĩ ấy. Rồi anh danh ra huyết top 6 rồi. Nhưng mà không được. Bởi buổi chợ thì anh xem lại xem là hôm nay buổi chợ cái đéo vậy đã. Chợ gì? Anh xem buổi chợ cái gì? Thằng Tuấn không nghe đâu, nó tắt nghe mà lần nào. Đâu? Vừa em à? Không được Vũ ơi, chụp cái hình phát chu ấy. Được. Bây giờ sẽ với cái bắt chu. Không, nó hỏi về át thì nó đi à? Mày kinh. Thôi Nam không được làm. Thôi Nam gì. Thử xem trong thư spam ấy xem có không. Thấy chưa, thầy bảo cái vũ lỏ đây, cái vũ lỏ điên. Không à, chán quá. Thành à? Anh là Phùng Thanh Độ cơ. Và Phùng Thanh Độ không quay lên mình thầy, quay lên mình Việt Nam. Bú tiền rồi. Của anh tôi mà. Mấy quàng áo à? Điên à? Cái thằng này quay còn dài hơn. Cái thằng này còn quay còn dài hơn cái thằng đầu tiên quay cùng anh cơ. Thằng Tấn Nam cái gì ấy. Không bị viết ra xong mà. Qua đây Vũ ơi. Quá cười. Tập tới sau đấy bị đau đúng không? Nó xong ngủ dậy, rồi xong ngủ dậy không bị đau. Mày cứ xách đít cho thằng yêu khôi đi. Thằng đấy tập ba, thằng ấy tập mỗi bài mỗi máy một set, xong rồi nó đi chỗ khác, xong tôi về nó kêu đau quá. À. Mày nhót. mày mày cứ đi thằng yêu khôi. Ôi kìa, không phải. Lưng tay trước, lưng tay trước, lưng tay trước, lưng tay trước. Mày bảo là lưng tay sau bởi vì mày thấy lưng cả tay sau đó là sau phải không? Huyết kiếm à? Mày kinh. Gà đen à? Đó. Tao biết tao bị over mà sao? Bẩn nhá, tao biết mà, tao biết thế trước. Tao biết tao béo thì tao mới giảm cân, tao giảm béo, tao giảm 4 cân rồi đấy. Nhầm không phải, nhầm vậy. Lắc đồ mà. Sao? À. Vì mất thì danh hiệu của đéo gì nhỉ? Danh hiệu đâu mày? Đấy, daily tôi có tời heo, mai sẽ được con OP tiếp à? Danh hiệu ở đâu đâu? Sai sổ à? À đây đây. Vua X 252 block 9.000 block, coi 3 tỷ 2. Anh quỷ vương có lúc đi nè. Phải update nhiều mà sao đéo có cốt nhỉ? Chú tao. Cái gì? STMM. Đi con mẹ mày. Đi con mẹ. Gửi mấy bạn sáng 2 thi giải tích điểm 8 cộng mà cứ kêu thấp nhé. Mình thi có 3.5 thôi. Còn chưa kêu 8 cộng kêu cái gì hả? Là tao được có 8 điểm. Tiếc. Thì đưa mình này ở đó mà chê. Là như thượng đẳng lắm. Chắc thấy phòng toàn 3-4 sướng lắm nhỉ. Kinh ác. Mấy cái thằng mấy cái thằng 2 cái 5 này. Thằng đang nói là cùng khóa cùng khóa với cả yêu béo hả? Đó, không nói thế chứ có gì thôi. Sao Vũ thì anh nói bị dính nhà ám với Kinh Nam? Không sao, để thầy tắt mấy con thằng này. EM1 Ui thầy khỏe đấy. Có được quan khỏe vậy bro lui. Thầy mà chưa khỏe như vậy, thầy khỏe hơn. À, có ánh sáng. Nhót, mày nhót, mày nhót, mày nhót, mày nhót. Mấy cái đéo bây giờ, đéo biết đặt trên gì luôn. Ở trên ra còn 4 tiền là đánh con đấy. Yes sir, được lùi. Sống chết có số rồi. Dạ. Bảo Nam về phê phát gì vũ xong rồi lên xem có sao. Well. Với cùng rồi. Hết rồi, cảm xúc mất đi, đi mất được mà, đến móc cuối phát đi mất được luôn. À không, đi mất đi chứ. Mất luôn, bị mất phát bị mất luôn. Hôm tao tính đến mãi không đi thầm đi bớt này, tao đánh 50 tỏi tiền đéo đi bớt rồi sau đi bớt thì không. Chẳng em gì, bao nhiêu tiền trả đếm đéo rồi sau phải đi bớt hết. Mỹ thuật đang có minion à. Này quất đi à? Có một thằng chụp ảnh quất đi vào trường cấp 3 đéo nào lỡ lăng là đéo hiểu thằng áo nào tự dưng vào trường tông nghịch anh em ạ. Nhìn thằng này giống quất đi cực, đéo biết phải quất đi không? Giống anh cứt. Thằng quất đi thật thì sao ấy? Quất đi mà, nhưng mà nhìn nó béo hơn mọi lần ấy. Dạo ở trên thread thì có mấy cái trên là cứ đăng giới thiệu bản thân cái thứ ấy, xong toàn mấy thằng gay đăng. Nếu hiểu nghe thằng gay làm nhớ gì này. Nó cứ đăng là mình một biết bao nhiêu ấy, đăng 1 tỷ cái giới thiệu bản thân ra ấy, xong rồi thích con trai với cả bisexual.
May mắn rồi nên đến từ bao nhiêu quay được người thôi, phải có may mắn cơ mới thích lâu. Mình gọi khỏe phết đùa. Không có Guardian carry mà vẫn hold Guardian à? Thực sự là cầu nguyện không vậy? Thực sự là cầu nguyện ra Guardian không? Cái thằng lái xe này. Lái xe bay rồi, xe bay nhưng mà vẫn cần bánh. Sự nhót không? Nhót đó. Mày nhót không? Ui Galio rồi, what the hell. Ui nói ở kia thì không quan tâm. Chơi Galio rồi, để Galio ngoài, chưa cần lắm. Cũng xịn đấy, nhưng mà thiếu xe lát, nhận được xe lát nữa là xong. Perfect tiếp à. Thêm nữa không, one more. Ê, 135 xuống 126 rồi, tôi reset. One more này. One more. One ai không được. One more. Không one more à? Quả đấy, đây nè. One more. Two more. Hai Sibasikira. Nope. Mày bay 54 à? Thực sự là 5 củ ấy, nên là 50%. Quay đều. Cái gì đấy? Không skip được quên mất. Có thể về qua kia thì bay thì kiếm tiền bớt. Quá mạnh. Ra một tuổi mà rồi lên qua 4, cứ chỉ qua 4 cho tôi vậy, chôn tôi à? Vẫn thắng à? Sự bay là tỷ bóng. Anh ác quỷ rồi, hóa ác quỷ rồi. Từ ngày em đi anh hóa thành ác quỷ Ride ở Car Simulator. 22 củ à? Anh sẽ bay được tầm 400 củ, 450 thì mới lên cấp tiếp theo được. Sợ bình chi linh ấy. Nhanh và nhẹn. Ui, bay nhanh đét. Tốc độ sự là vua. Tốc độ sự là vua ấy. Tốc độ sử dụng một đẳng cấp Pro VIP. Chuẩn không vậy. Thắng là không vậy. Rồi còn mỗi con cho gát sẽ làm chi? Còn mỗi cho gát làm chi? Cho gát 2 mũ thích nghi à? Làm chi? Ui, thổi đau phết, đùa. Ê, nó thắng được cái cút đấy. Ê, nó thổi chết Zone này. Không chết được. Có 2 cái mũ kia đéo chết được. 2 mũ đấy chỉ là kích thêm sát thương phép. Xong rồi. Quả chém mới là của mình rồi. Chắn luôn. Đi chợ 100 máu bốc lửa. Đồ Zone này. Zone cái cục đấy sự xịn lắm. Bàn lan chắn à. Đồ cổ này. 15% hút báo chủ sở đồng minh được đấy. Cái ui mất lắc rồi. Còn những cục kia, còn cục vàng. Lấy một cục vàng đi. Rồi trở lại cái này. Ha sorry. Mày bay cao. Một lần bay được tầm 40 triệu.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার, ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Được. Khổng lồ, một khổng lồ cái gì đấy. Mở ruồn. Cảnh vệ. Thần dương, 2 thần dương vật ở nhau. 2 khổng lồ. Không. Cảnh vệ xử lý rồi, xong. Nhà tranh bài của tớ làm ơn đấy. Đâu đấy. Mày khỏe đấy nhở? Cứ chơi chứ. 14 lap nhanh nhẹn. Bớt 4 rồi à, 1.2 à. Dương ơi, đây chuyển chuột tội. Thú tượng với cả giáp máu ánh sáng thì cái nào ánh sáng ngon hơn?
Đây rồi. Bình gì 200 láp đi, không đặt này. À 51 này. 200 láp được đấy. Được 200 láp. À đúng là nhớ rồi. Chạm tay rồi. 19. Nhớ là được 190 mà. Còn 200 láp của thầy ơi. Để đủ 80 củ được bớt lần nữa. Ăn đét vậy. Rồi tao bớt lần nữa ấy. Xong rồi tao mới cút về bên kia. Bớt lên 5 ấy, xong rồi mình cút về bên kia. Được. Bình chia lên nhà đã chia ra bình rồi. Xong lên 9, nhà chia xong rồi lên 9. Xong rồi lên 9 thì mình được xét và là bình full form. Rồi form này có nhắc là cái gì đâu. What chứ sao không, nhắc được hắc ám kìa. Nhắc được tử thần hắc ám chỉ có June thôi. Anh sẽ bay một chỗ ác quỷ nhỉ. Mèo 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 không vậy thắng quay xóa được à đầu ấy à 53 của thêm mấy lap nữa. Nhiều request lại 200
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে কথা বলতে বলতে কখন যেন হলে আমার
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম,
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন